2K Sports and the PGA Tour are delighted to bring you the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. We're at the Genesis Invitational. Today's coverage is just about to begin. I'm Luke Elvey alongside Rich Beam in the booth, and it's a hello to Henny Koyak down on the course following our featured group.
Hi Luke, I'm pleased to be covering this featured group. We've got a fresh rivalry developing between these two players as well, so that should provide some great entertainment to the spectators this week.
Well, Henny, it sounds like this player's going for gold. They're trying to beat Xander Schauffele.
I wouldn't want to try and beat an Olympian. A gold medal winning Olympian with hair as good as Xander Schauffele and a swing as good as Xander Schauffele? No, thank you. I'll leave this up to them.
Yes, I'm just looking through his list of weaknesses, and let me just list them off now. Yep, none. Good luck to you. Well, I like the look of the line here. This should find the fairway. Playing this shot from about 230 yards out. Opting for the 5-wood.
All right, bold. I like this play.
Yeah, you hit a beauty, didn't you? What's in front of them, Henny?
The perfect leave. Uphill, can be firm. This really looks good.
Oh, what a super shot.
Cannot imagine a better way to start their round off with an opening eagle.
Currently has a share of second place. We know that Riviera starts with a 5-4, but it may as well be a 4-5 because the par 4 second is tougher than the par 5 first.
I've never seen a golf course where you're so happy to start off birdie bogey. It's the strangest thing I've ever seen. The second hole, pretty straight away off the tee shot. The second shot moves a little bit from left to right, back up the hill. There is some space on the right-hand side to miss your second shot up by the green, but there's no guarantees that it'll kick hard enough right to left to get back on the green. It's a sensational second hole.
Well, what are we looking at with their approach shot, Rich? Because really that's all the challenge here on this par 4 second.
Luke, the second shot is straight back up the hill. Better take an extra club if you want to get it close.
Looks to have opted for the 8-iron.
All right, he's going with a little extra club. Gone against the caddy here. Let's see if it was the right shout.
Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Coming off a bogey on the last hole.
And here we are with the third shot. Great touch. Really nicely played.
Oh, Dr. Chapinski strikes again.
There's part of about 6 feet coming up.
Little birdie look in here.
That's inside the range. Is currently sitting in second. Pacific Palisades in California, the site of Riviera, the third hole, par 4, elevated tee shot.
And a fairly generous fairway, a little bit more room out to the left than what players can see off the tee shot. Second shot is going to be downhill to a green that basically chases away from the player, going from the front portion of it all the way to the back. Difficult to get your second shot close here.
Handy effort, that one. Xander Schauffele, delightful player out of San Diego, California. He's got that cool vibe about him. Came out, won early a few times, but then he seems to have struggled to find that next step, hasn't he? He's sort of golf's almost man, except when he got that gold medal put around his neck.
I think that took his confidence to a place where it should have been in the first place, Luke. I think that this young man, he's got no weaknesses, very little weaknesses, if anything, in the game. I look at him and think, why hasn't he won more? Well, the problem is that he's put himself in contention so many times that there's only one person in the game that has won at a clip that he could have, and that's Tiger Woods. When you put yourself into contention as often as he does, you're just not always going to win. Somebody is going to come from back in the pack, shoot a great round, and you might struggle just a little bit, whatever the case. But yes, he hasn't closed as many tournaments as he would have liked, but he is there each and every week. I got to say, this kid he's a world beater. He's going to be phenomenal.
Well, that's got to have some impact on the scoreboard. Let's take a look. So many wonderful holes at the George Thomas designed Riviera Country Club. This par 3 fourth has to be one of them.
This is a spectacular par 3. Ideally, players want to hit a tee shot that moves significantly from right to left and moving with the contour of the green. If they can do that, then they've got an opportunity to hit it really close. If they challenge the pin off the tee shot, well, it could come up short in that bunker, and that is a massive no-no.
Looks like they've got the 5-wood. Unbelievable.
Yahtzee, hole in one. Mark it down on the card, baby.
And let's have one more look at that shot.
Hole in one. I could watch this on repeat.
Now 2 shots up after that one. Rich, the PGA Tour is basically a power game these days, although the 5th here at Riviera forces players just to hold off the tee.
The fairway does run out about 310 yards off the tee, and players not necessarily going to hit driver here. They have to be mindful that the fairway pitches significantly from right to left on their tee shot. From there, they're hitting their second shots downhill again to a green that chases away from them front to back. Again, a simple looking second shot, but a difficult one to get close.
Taking aim from about 170 yards. He's got a 2-stroke buffer. Look at the line on this one. Get in the hole. Oh, wonderful shot. And a chance for birdie at the 5th.
Nearly doesn't get any better than that. Amazing shot.
Be nice to see this one go down. Let's see if they make it. Yeah, we'll take that.
Unreal display this week with that wand.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
How good would that have been if it had dropped? And now we can take a look at how that wonderful play affects the leaderboard. Our leader is a couple of shots up at this stage. The 6th hole here at Riviera is very unique, isn't it, Rich?
Who puts a bunker in the center of the green? No one else except for the folks at Riviera Country Club. I love this hole.
Wow, they really put on a show with that approach shot, and their rival, Xander Schauffele, appears to be taking notice as well.
sitting at -8 for the day. Let's head to the par 4 7th at the Riv. Again, it's a par 4 that requires placement off the tee.
The fairway bunker down the left-hand side comes in quicker than you can imagine, and so players want to try and hit it out towards the far right part of it. But again, you push it a little bit, and now the barranca comes into play. If you find the fairway, happy days. This green is probably one of the most severe tilted from back to front. Players need to make sure their second shots land past this hole in order for it to come back down towards the hole. You will have a downhill putt, but it's better than coming up short.
Choosing the 9-iron here. Should find the green here. Ow! What a shot that was. Right at it. This putt is of 9 feet.
He's staring down a birdie putt here.
Looks good.
And racking up their 5th birdie of the day. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
He's happy, just came off a birdie.
Xander Schauffele setting up his next shot. Lovely touch. Well played.
Great touch.
Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. The par 4 8th at Riviera is a choose your own adventure. Which fairway do you like to take?
I think most players are going to try and go down the left-hand side, as it seems to be the easier of the two these days. However, where they stick that flagstick, well, that's a different question. If they stick it up front right, the left-hand side of the fairway, that's not the easiest approach. So better be mindful of where that flagstick is in order to pick which side of the fairway you want to drive it down.
This one's looking good off the tee. That should find the short stuff. And Henny, what are you seeing down there?
He's got, oh, I'd say roughly 120 here. What a drive that was. F1, watch out.
Oh, what a gorgeous looking shot that is, Rich. Oh, that's great. It just missed the hole. Great ball striking. It's a thing of beauty.
The iron play today has been absolutely stellar. Luke, the greens and regulation, just a fantastic accomplishment. Great to watch.
7 feet to the cup. Oh, gee, that line was looking good, wasn't it? Good chance this one. Right on 6 feet. That's pretty tidy. That's a disappointing par in the end after such a terrific shot in. We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
What are we looking at for this putt, Henny?
Careful not to leave this one short. It's back uphill, and nothing worse than leaving an uphill putt short.
And after this hole, that's how it looks. Our leader is out in front by a whopping 5 strokes. The final hole on the outward half is a par 4 playing back up towards the clubhouse, Rich. It's a good par 4.
Only the big hitters are going to be able to carry that fairway bunker down the left-hand side. Most players are going to try and avoid it and even miss it the fairway out to the right-hand side, which is not a bad miss. From there, the second shot is directly uphill. Deep, deep bunkers on the front right part of this. That is not the place to miss it. Anything that's a little bit long will leave you a downhill putt, but that's the safe play.
Well, Rich, here's one of our proven performers in the FedEx Cup points race. They've been there or thereabouts for most of the season, and they go into this tournament as one of the strong favourites. It hardly seems a surprise, doesn't it?
It's never a surprise when you speak this player's name. They've been so good all year long. They've got to be one of the favorites, not only for this tournament, but also for the season-long FedEx Cup.
Outstanding shot. High quality.
Full of confidence as well with their putter. Gotta like their chances.
A chance for a birdie if this goes down. It was on a good line. It's just about 3 feet away.
This for par.
Well, it was a wonderful approach shot, wasn't it? But unfortunately having to settle for par. Well, Rich, we're heading into our final 9 holes here, but I tell you what, I'm thinking about that ace this player made on that front 9. What a ripper.
I tell you, it's hard to forget it, isn't it? What a moment, what a shot. Incredible stuff. Let's see if they can calm themselves down for the final 9.
Well, this one looks to be heading down the runway. Second shot here on the 10th hole. What a shot! Almost went in the bucket. And from the greenside rough here. Oh, I thought that one was going in. And that should secure the par on this one. Now 5 shots up after that hole. The par 5 11th, one of the better scoring holes on the course. Players are thinking 4 when they stand on this tee.
It's just a long straightaway par 5, almost a runway, if you like. Both sides of this fairway flanked by huge eucalyptus trees, which frames this tee shot brilliantly. You find the fairway, second shot, once again, straightforward. You must avoid that bunker front right at all costs. That is deep and nasty. You're not going to enjoy being in there.
Time for the second shot at the 11th. Getting ready to play their third. How close was that to going down? Putting for birdie here. Well, this was the conundrum, wasn't it? When the new rule came in, did they leave the flag stick in or did they take it out? I'm pretty sure they wish they would have taken it out there. And that should secure the par on this one. Now heading over to Xander Schauffele.
Who'd have thought we'd see this? He is behind his rival. Can he do the catching up that's necessary?
So after that hole, this is what the leaderboard looks like. Our current leader enjoys a 5-shot advantage. When you stand on the 12th tee, Rich, you're thinking to yourself, oh, a couple of strong back-to-back par 4s, and it starts right here.
This is where the golf course gets extremely difficult, Luke. This tee shot moves from left to right, but massive overhanging eucalyptus trees down the right-hand side prevent you from hitting a high draw over them. Once you're in the fairway, though, your second shot is to a green that's really not as big as it should be for such a long hole. And there's a famous tree just short and left of this green, Bogey's tree. Not because of the score, because Humphrey Bogart used to sit there and just watch everybody butcher this hole.
Playing this shot from about 180 yards. Opting for the 5-iron. And they've done it. Hold another one from way out. What a shot.
Gotta love this. This player is in fuego.
Well, that's worth a replay. Let's take another look.
Yeah, they were looking at an up and down, but just down.
And after that hole, they currently lead in first place with Jon Rahm a close second. Rich, the 13th hole, slightly different look off the tee.
It's really cool. This tee shot is framed by large eucalyptus trees, both right and left, requires a draw. Nothing else to do. You have to move this golf ball from right to left off this tee. If you do it correctly, well, that golf ball could chase down there miles down this fairway. You find the fairway down there, you're going to love the second shot. The difficulty gets when the pin is all the way back left in this little peninsula. You miss it a little bit left there, you're going to find the barranca, and you're probably going to find a bogey or worse.
What kind of shot are they facing here, Henny?
Yeah, he's about 155 from this hole location. Launched that one into space. Wow.
That's a pretty handy shot. Phenomenal approach shot, that one.
Yes, gotta think that's a certain birdie from there.
Just building upon his advantage. He keeps making the important plays. Now, long-range putt coming up here. It'd be good to make a bomb, wouldn't it?
What a great opportunity here for a look at a birdie.
Oh, just missed. Oh, that's too bad. So after that hole, this is the current standings on the course. Our current leader is enjoying a 7-stroke advantage. The 14th, Rich, I know it's dear to your heart, the par 3. You made an ace there in tournament history, won a car. How do you tell the players to play it?
Hit a 7-iron, a high little draw 7-iron, and 2-hop it right in the hole, Luke. That's what I suggest. That makes it easy.
Going with the 6-iron here. That's a wonderful shot here at the 14th and sets up a chance for birdie.
Always a tough shot to get out of.
Yeah, this is not what they wanted. There might be a couple.
Oh, that's clutch. What a way to save your par.
Tough bunker shot, no bother whatsoever for this player. They find the bottom of the cup.
A birdie putt awaits.
This one's dialed in.
That's a good putt to make that one. That's back-to-back birdies.
Gotta like it. 2 in a row.
And this is quality play, still on top of the leaderboard. The 15th, Rich, a very good par 4. Although, if you're Victor Hovland, maybe the fairway's not in your line of sight.
It's a great par 4, and yet there's some players that have seen it a little bit differently lately. I always saw it as a dogleg from left to right, just avoid that fairway bunker down the right-hand side. And this is an interesting green. It's got a high spot on the left, and it's got a low middle section and a high section on the right-hand side, and you never have a flat putt. It is always breaking one direction or another, and it's either straight uphill or straight downhill. This is the most difficult green on the golf course by a long margin. If you see it differently, you can hit it down the right, down 17 fairway, but I fail to see how that's any kind of advantage.
And choosing the 8-iron here.
And tidy looking shot, that one.
That's a great shot here at the 15th and sets up a look for birdie. Oh, these are good for the momentum, these ones, right on 8 feet.
Better than most.
Well, what a performance. 8 birdies on the card.
Seemingly an insurmountable lead with just 4 to play. Gotta like his position.
He's currently sitting in first place.
3 holes remaining, folks. Hang on to your hats. This is going to be a wild and woolly finish.
The 16th at Riviera Ridge is the last chance to get amongst the birdies on a par 3.
A breathtaking short par 3, 166, an island green surrounded by bunkers. This one's got eyes for the flagstick.
High quality shot, that one, right next to the hole.
And a fantastic look upcoming.
We'll now move over to Xander Schauffele.
He's currently trailing his rival. Let's see what happens here.
Not bad.
An opportunity for a birdie here.
He's making this look easy. Keeps surging ahead. And just keeping it in neutral on the leaderboard.
2 holes to go, Luke. Can they hang on?
The last genuine scoring hole at Riviera is certainly this par 5 17th.
Any hopes of getting it home in 2, you better come up with something special off the tee and make sure to avoid the bunker on the right-hand side.
Oh, that was mashed. Oh, what a shot by our leader.
Wow, was that a massive drive there. Holy cow.
Well, you can see why he's leading. That was a shot of high caliber. And here we are with the 3rd shot. How close was that to going in the hole? Great shot. Oh, he's been putting on a clinic all day. Another beauty by our leader. And they'll tap this in for birdie. And another one goes. And with it, an increase of his lead.
And that fine play ensures they hold top spot on the leaderboard. But look out, John Rahmer's right behind them. And this is quite an astonishing performance by our leader. Their advantage now out to double digits. I'm not sure if the chase back is good enough to catch them.
Not a bad line, this one. Standing up over this one after a bunch of birdies.
I think it's more like a gaggle of birdies, isn't it, Luke? Gaggle?
Gaggle of birdies? A bonanza.
Bonanza of birdies.
Yep. All right. Beauty.
Absolutely. It's been a good streak late in the round.
Opting for the hybrid, I think. Oh, stop it. What a shot.
Gotta like their chances from there.
Just 6 feet between he and the hole.
Good stuff today, especially the short game has been really sharp today.
Well, a spectacular week comes to a close. Congratulations to the Genesis Invitational winner, Riviera, the home of your champion.
It was a Hollywood ending for this winner. What a performance all week long.
Well, Rich, after that hot start, it's probably little surprise that this player powered through to victory.
It's very rare where you see a player absolutely dominate a field like they did in this tournament. Unbelievable job all around.
Well, another great day of action here at 2K Sports. On behalf of Rich Beam, the entire hard-working folks and team here, I'm Luke Elvey. We look forward to your company next time.